educational and informative.
Today on Mystery Hunters. Mysterious ancient cities are hidden all over our planet.
And we uncovered 2 of them.
An Indian king is supposed to have buried a fortune in gold and jewels beneath his city. I dig up the truth behind a royal secret. Hi there. I'm investigating reports about a treasure.
No treasure hunt here.
Well, wait a second. Well, that's not enough to stop a mystery hunter.
Did an entire city sink into the sea?
I'm going to Greece to find the lost city of Atlantis.
Look, right there.
And uncover whatever powerful force made it sink into the sea.
Volcanic rocks. There's a volcano on this island?
Yes, we are on a volcano.
Plus, Doubting Dave shows you how to make your own volcano.
Let's power up yours.
This is Mystery Hunters.
We'll be right back with more Mystery Hunters. We now return to Mystery Hunters.
Ooh, that's spicy. But I love Indian food and Indian mysteries. I've been investigating reports of a huge treasure buried under a fort near the ancient city of Jaipur. The Maharaja Kankil Dev built the fort around 1,000 years ago. Legend has it he had a huge treasure of gold and jewels, but it disappeared. Could it still be hidden somewhere in the city right now? The Indian government did a huge dig and didn't find anything, but that's a lot of loot. Could the king's treasure still be out there? I'm in India, hunting for that treasure. Now this is a ride fit for a king. Kings, or Maharajas, built this whole city, but legend says that even the Maharaja didn't know where the treasure was hidden. When he needed to make a withdrawal, it wasn't like going to a bank machine. He had loyal guards called Minas, who were the only ones who knew where the treasure was. They'd lead him to it and only allow him to take what his 2 hands could carry. If I find the great-great-grandchildren of the Minas, I may find the treasure. I've heard that some Minas live in this village. Are you the Minas? I'm Christina. Do you come from the family of the palace guards, the Minas?
Huh.
He says yes, they were our ancestors. Do you think there's a treasure still hidden somewhere? He believes that the treasure is still hidden somewhere in Jagar Fort. I'd better go take a look. Now, where did I park my elephant? Whoa! Nice elephant. I'm at Jagar Fort. If I can get inside, maybe I'll find the treasure. I'm investigating reports about a treasure.
No treasure here.
Look, I'm with Mystery Hunters. I'll just be a couple of minutes.
No permission, no treasure hunt here.
Well, wait a second. I would really just be a couple of minutes. Ugh. Well, that's not enough to stop a mystery hunter. Maybe if I get a royal order, that will open some doors. I'm being taken to see the prince. I'm going to have to convince him to let me search his fort for his family's treasure.
A famous lost civilization may have been found. It's known as the City of Atlantis. People have been searching for it for hundreds of years.
Atlantis was an island city that was supposed to have been swallowed up by the sea thousands of years ago.
But now, the lost city may have been uncovered. I'm going to see for myself.
It sounds impossible. A whole city that suddenly sank into the sea? but people believe it because of a famous Greek philosopher named Plato. Plato said that Atlantis was a perfect place where everyone lived together peacefully and honestly. But over time, that changed.
That's when the trouble happened.
The people became mean and greedy, and the Greek gods punished them.
In just one day, thunder and lightning destroyed Atlantis, and it sank to the bottom of the sea. There it is, the Greek island of Santorini. Is this where the lost city of Atlantis is?
The town of Thera is up there on top of those cliffs. I have to get up there. The way people have been doing it for hundreds of years. By donkey power.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
A lot of people here on the island of Santorini believe that this is the lost city of Atlantis.
Why do the people around here think that Santorini Island is the lost city of Atlantis?
Λοιπόν, σου φέρα το χάρτη για να δεις.
She said that Plato wrote that Atlantis was on an island between Africa and Turkey. Just like Santorini.
But one thing doesn't make sense. If Atlantis sunk into the sea, then how can Santorini be Atlantis?
Πήγαινε στην κάλτερα να μάθεις.
She says to go to the cliffs outside the city and check it out for myself.
It kind of just drops off. It's almost like a chunk of this island just fell into the water. Or maybe it just got swallowed up by the sea, just like in Plato's story. Is Atlantis buried somewhere down there at the bottom of the sea?
What powerful force could destroy an island and make an entire city vanish?
You don't have to go to India to find secret doorways and chambers. Alex Corder of South Carolina, USA, thinks he might have found one in his own house. Take a look on the Mystery Illustrator. Dear Doubting Dave, I was looking through a box one day, and I found a key. I asked my parents what it went to, but they didn't know. Could there be a secret compartment in my house with treasure in it? Well, Alex, believe it or not, the older your house is, the more chance it might have hidden compartments or passageways or even whole rooms. Now, some of these secret compartments just happen by accident. For example, people have uncovered old cupboards and fireplaces in their homes. Cool. That were sealed up decades before. Sometimes they even find interesting things inside. Like china, copper pots, and brass kettles.
Now I can make dinner. Doody-doody-doody-doody-doo.
But what about compartments that are specially made to hide things? Well, for hundreds of years, people have been hiding their valuables in furniture. And today, some of those valuables are found totally by accident in secret drawers in old desks, in hollow legs on antique tables. Even old paintings sometimes have money stashed behind the canvas that people don't discover until years later. Thank you. Some old houses also have hidden rooms behind bookshelves and through trap doors under carpets that were used to store valuables and even hide people. But very few secret compartments or passages or even hidden rooms require a key. So, Alex, my guess is the key you found probably belongs to something out in the open. Hey, who's messing with my books?
We'll be right back with more Mystery Hunters. We now return to Mystery Hunters.
I'm on a hunt for a hidden treasure. The only way I can search the fort is if I get royal permission. Maharaja Jai Singh is the king's brother. He might know something about what happened to the treasure. Would many people have had access to the treasure?
No, the only people who are allowed into the fort were the guards and the Maharaja himself. In fact, They said that if somebody else did go in, there would be a curse on them.
So the treasure might be cursed. But I still have to go see for myself. Can I go to the fort to search for the treasure?
Yes, now you can go in. You might find something if you go in and have a really good look.
You again?
I have permission from the royal family to search for the treasure.
Oh, yes. Please come with me.
I'm in. I'm meeting the Killadar. He's in charge here. Hi there.
Hello.
So, where's the treasure supposed to be buried?
The treasure was under the tank in the water.
He says the treasure was buried under a water tank 300 years ago. This whole room was a giant water tank. Could this be where the treasure is buried? And is there still a curse?
I'm searching for the lost city of Atlantis. Some people think it sank here off the coast of Santorini Island. Whoa, what's up with this weird island? We want to go over there! This place looks like Mars or something. It's even red like Mars. Hi, Tom. Tom Pfeiffer is a geologist. He studies rocks.
So why is the water around this island this weird orangey color?
There are hundreds of small hot springs here, and the hot water extracts the iron from the volcanic rocks.
Volcanic rocks? There's a volcano on this island?
Yes, we are on a volcano. This way. Look at those holes. Be careful, you will burn yourself. This is the proof that this volcano is still active.
Still active? You mean it could erupt?
Yes, it could actually erupt anytime. We don't know when, but we are certain it will erupt. Let's go to the top to have a better view. This volcano, about 4,000 years ago, had one of the biggest explosions that have ever occurred in the past probably 10,000 years on Earth. It was a really violent volcanic eruption.
He says that when it blew, it created a giant hole underground. So the ground just collapsed and got covered with water. Plato says Atlantis was destroyed by thunder and lightning in a single day and night. Do you think he could have been describing a volcano exploding?
Most definitely. Volcanoes can not only destroy a city, but an entire island.
Okay, so a piece of this island really did sink into the sea. But was it Atlantis? If I can find any traces of an ancient civilization, maybe that will prove that Santorini really was Atlantis.
Tom!
What?
I think I found something.
Hey, let's see.
It looks like a piece of pottery. Do you think it could be from the city of Atlantis?
I don't know. I can't tell how old it is, but you should ask an archaeologist.
Let's find out just how old it is.
I would say that this is 50 years old or something, but not older.
That's too bad.
You don't have to worry, because we have like real ancient finds over here, which we can look at.
So there really was an ancient civilization on this island.
Could the people who made all the objects in this museum be the people of Atlantis?
I wouldn't say so. These people were not the people of Atlantis.
They were called the Minoans, and there's no link between them and the story of Atlantis.
I haven't found any evidence of Atlantis yet. Maybe I've been looking in the wrong place. Maybe I should be looking down there.
Is this where the city of Atlantis sank? I'm going down to find out. In a submarine.
Hey, today we're gonna try... Okay, change of plans. Sounds like there's some pressure building up under the lab. And as the people of Santorini know, the best way to relieve underground pressure is a volcano. there isn't actually a volcano around here, but luckily I know how we can make one ourselves. You can make your own volcano at home. All you need is an aluminum baking tin and some modeling clay. Oh, and you also need some baking soda, some vinegar, some water, a plastic soda bottle, red food coloring, liquid dishwashing detergent, a measuring spoon, a measuring cup, a funnel, and finally, lots of old newspapers. I should also warn you that this is going to be messy. So, start by laying down some newspaper to protect your work area. Now, put the bottle on your baking tin and use your modeling clay to make a volcano around the bottle. But be sure to leave the mouth of the bottle open. Now, obviously, a real volcano forms a little differently. A real volcano appears when hot liquid rock called magma moves up from deep inside the earth and pushes the ground up into a dome. When the pressure inside the dome gets strong enough, it erupts, shooting magma, ash, and gas out its top. That's what happened on the island of Santorini over 4,000 years ago. But that eruption was so strong, it actually broke off a piece of the island, sending it to the bottom of the sea. But enough about their volcano. Let's power up yours. Using the funnel, put 4 tablespoons of baking soda into your bottle. Then add half a cup of water and a few drops of dishwashing detergent so your eruption will be nice and bubbly. Finally, put a few drops of red food coloring into half a cup of vinegar. This makes your vinegar look more like red-hot magma. Now, pour the vinegar into your bottle and remove the funnel. When the vinegar mixes with the baking soda, so much carbon dioxide gas is produced, it actually makes your volcano erupt. Whoa! Okay, maybe we exaggerated the shaking a little, but the mini volcano is still pretty cool. And with this little guy, there's no chance of us sinking into the ocean, huh? Oh, for crying out loud.
We'll be right back with more Mystery Hunters. We now return to Mystery Hunters.
I'm searching for a lost treasure of gold and jewels in an old fort in India. People say that only the Maharaja can enter without being cursed.
If somebody else did go in, there would be a curse on them.
It's dark and smelly down here. Really hard to see. It was hidden in a chamber where water was stored. The treasure was supposed to be buried under a stone slab, but I don't see any evidence of the ground being disturbed or any secret doors. I think I need some specialized equipment to look for the gold. This metal detector can tell me if gold or coins are hidden near here. It's beeping. I think I've got something. Wait a minute. It's beeping everywhere I look. Is the treasure hidden underneath this entire floor?
Christina, did you find the treasure?
Do you know of any other metals under here?
Yes, you know
It's the stone in this fort. It's so full of metal that my metal detector is going to beep everywhere. It won't be able to help me find the treasure. But the Kilodar brings me to a different underground chamber, to another water tank.
You see these staircases? There was the treasure.
This is where the treasures were kept. The government discovered the hiding place in the 1970s. But not a single thing was found?
No, there is nothing found.
So what happened to the treasure?
The treasure was taken by S2E21 Singh.
The treasure was taken by S2E21 Singh, one of the kings that ruled this city. The Kilodar says he spent it all on things like a huge army. And he often donated his weight in gold to the poor people of his kingdom. So there probably was a fortune in gold, silver, and precious jewels buried beneath this fort. And now It's in plain view for everyone to see. The treasure is the city of Jaipur. The money was also spent on building the city of Jaipur, now one of the most beautiful places in India.
When a volcano destroyed a huge chunk of Santorini Island, did the legendary city of Atlantis sink to the bottom of the sea?
A submarine is the best way I can think of to get to the bottom of a story. Kalimara, Captain.
Kalimara.
Captain Ilias Sirigos is going to take me down.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you think that the lost city of Atlantis is down there?
He says that there's something down there, all right. Let's go down and see what it is.
We're inside the ancient crater of the volcano. Could Atlantis be nearby? I see something. Can we get in closer? It's a shipwreck. It's really cool, but it's not what we're looking for. If it was from the time of Atlantis, the wood would have rotted away a long time ago. Over there, can you see them? Look, right there, see it? See those huge jars? Now those look really old.
I think these are old, but not from Atlantis era.
He doesn't think they're old enough to be from Atlantis.
Well, I didn't find Atlantis down there. Just a shipwreck and some old jars. Maybe the city never even existed. Maybe it was just Plato's idea for a perfect world. A fairy tale to show us all how to live good and peaceful lives.
All I know is that if I wrote a story about a paradise on Earth, I'd set it on Santorini.
So, maybe there was no Atlantis.
At least not in Greece.
Actually, over the years, people have claimed that Atlantis was all over the place. Antarctica, the Atlantic Ocean, off the coast of Bimini. But today, we're able to use satellites to see what's on the ocean floor. There's no way an entire lost continent or even a whole city could slip past scientists. Not if they're as alert as this scientist, anyway. Thanks for watching.
What are you looking at?
Doubting Dave got me thinking. I pulled up a satellite map of the ocean floor to see if maybe scientists did miss an unmarked landmass that might be Atlantis.
Any luck?
Not so far. Wait, here's something right here. It's not labeled. Look at that. Only took me 2 minutes to catch that.
That's awesome. You know what you should call it? Peanut butter smudgia. Sorry. Remember, things aren't always what they seem.